When you watch the news, when you watch other videos, it looks like it's ridiculously impossible to get a job right now. All the news with the job market. I'm not saying that's not real, but I'm saying if that's all you watch and that's all you see, you're just going to be down on yourself and not even try. So I want to share with you a few things that have helped me get a job after applying to 30 positions, getting 8 interviews, 3 second round interviews, and then 1 offer. Okay. It might seem like a numbers game, but there's different stages within the interview process. And if you know what you're good at each stage, then you'll be better able to identify where you need to improve. So stage 1 of getting a new job is your resume. If your resume is top-notch, you'll know because you're getting callbacks. If your resume is not top-notch, you won't be getting any callbacks. So this is where if you apply to 100 jobs and you're getting no callbacks on the HR side, there's something wrong with your resume. Either the jobs you're applying to is not a match for your experience, or what you're writing in your resume doesn't make them want to say, I want to call this person. And this is really difficult if you're in an industry wanting to switch to another industry. Your resume has to scream, I am made and born for this role. HR people don't have time to dig through and see, oh, what are your transferable skills to apply to this role? Their responsibility is to look for who is the best match for this role. So your resume has to scream, I am born for this role. Okay, so all of your experience that's not related to the role that you're applying for, you have to take that out. Okay, even if there's gaps in your resume, you have to take it all out. You can explain all of that later on. And if you're not using AI for your resume right now, you are missing out because there's a lot of really great programs out there. They're free to use and you can just like copy and paste the results onto your resume, and you can really make your resume concise and easy to read. 2 more things about your resume. For myself, I had it as a 1-pager. So you just put the last 7 to 10 years of your work experience and the results that you've achieved. Because when an HR person is looking at your resume, they look at it for 5 to 10 seconds. And then from there, they see your experience, number of years, and they're like, is this person worth calling? Okay, they're not going to dig deeper, right? So if you have any friends in HR, ask them to look it over and see like, how can I make this scream like I am made for this role? Because when you look online and you see over 100 applicants in this one particular role, everyone else has similar experience to you. You have to stand out to be like, I am the one they have to call. Okay, so number 1, make sure your resume stands out and you'll get the HR callbacks, okay? Number 2, you get the email that says we're interested in further discussing your resume. Thank you. All right, so this is where you got to prepare your interview answers, and normally HR calls are about 15 to 20 minutes, and they're just the pre-screen to see if they want to move on to the second round. Typical questions in an HR interview are, why do you want to work here? What do you know about our company? Why are you looking to leave? So really just finding your motivation of where you currently are and where you want to be. So in this round, they'll also ask about salary. So be prepared to say, this is my expectations for a base, give them a range. They can't verify your current income unless you send them a record of employment. So just have a range in mind just based on the market averages of what you see, okay? So you can look on Glassdoor, you can look on Google to see what is the average pay for this particular role. For these interviews, you have to be thinking, what would a high achieving person in this role be doing? So whatever your role is, read some books, watch some videos, learn the language. You got to walk in saying like, I'm made for this role. I'm going to fit into the company right away. I'm going to deliver results in the first 2 to 3 months and excel. Okay. That is the attitude you want to bring in of your confidence, of your strategy, of your knowledge of the role. Okay. Because being nice doesn't cut it anymore. Okay. I used to think that having a good degree, being a nice person would be enough, but no, it's not. It's a harsher world out there. Now you got to be like, I'm made for this role and this is how I can deliver. Okay. You got this. So having said that, I'm going to go into something a little bit unconventional now in like job interview, job search videos, which is your human design. And if you've never heard of human design before, it's based on your birthday. It's similar to astrology. Don't zone out on me right now just yet. Okay, it works. Okay, so the thing is, if you know your human design, it talks about your energetic blueprint and how you get opportunities. And I'm going to include a link below so you can find out what your personality profile is. There's going to be other information in there, but don't worry about that. I just want you to refer to your profile, and it's going to have 2 numbers. The first number, it's going to be a number between 1 and 6, and the second number also a number between 1 and 6. We're just going to worry about the first number, and that tells you energetically how opportunities come into your life. You can definitely skip this section, but wouldn't you want to know like what your energetic blueprint is? Okay. All of these have their own advantage, okay? So if you can understand your number, then you can understand how opportunities come into your life. So you got your resume, you got your job interview skills down, you know yourself in your personality profile and your experience and what you can deliver. You got one foot in the door, your current job, and one foot out the door. So you're kind of trying to do your work, but also you're like, hey, there's this job coming through. So it might disconnect you from your current job and you just be like, fuck this place, I'm out of here, right? This is like this weird transition point because you're still trying out your current job, but then you want to present to your new job, and it's frustrating because you're thinking about how life could be at this new job and it's not quite a guarantee yet. So this is where adaptability comes in. So I recommend applying for multiple jobs, having multiple interviews, because you never know. Because when you're in the final stages of an interview, there's 3 to 5 other people who are just as good or even better than you, and they're only going to pick one. This is where interviewing at multiple companies will help you get an offer. In every company you interview with, you should have at least 3 reasons why their mission is something that you want to be a part of. Because they want to see drive, motivation, ambition. When your values align with their values, they're like, wow, this person is what we need. Because nowadays, it's not just about anyone who can do the job. It's about the person, the energy that they bring to a company, and how their values align with a company's values. So I talked a lot today, but there's a lot that goes into a job interview. It's a whole change for your life. It's your income. It's your lifestyle. It's your skill set. It's your career. Oh man, it can't, sorry, this can't be summed up in a 5-minute video. But if it did summarize it up in 5 minutes, number 1, find out what stage of the job process you're getting stuck at. If it's your resume, get resume help. Your resume has to scream, I need to call this person for this job now, okay? So get resume help, make it short, make it concise about the results and why you're perfect. For all the interviews I got, I didn't write any cover letters. Number 2, think about how a top performer would answer the questions in an interview. This is where you got to finesse yourself, talk about your experience, talk about what you want, talk about yourself in a way that is so confident and so sure that you are already a top performer. It's not about your actual experience so much, it's how you sell your experience. You got to make yourself look good. So you got to sell yourself, you got to make yourself look good, you got to be so proud of the results you're able to deliver to show that you're a hot commodity and people want to work with you. Number 3, your personality profile. It helps. Try it out. I've seen so many results and it takes less than a minute to figure out. And my last point, persistence and belief in yourself. Would you hire yourself for a job? If you're a company, would you hire yourself for this role? Not you as a person. It's not personal. It's your skills and your experience. Would you hire yourself? The more you believe in yourself, the more this will come across in the interviews. If you're a person who thinks, oh, my work will speak for itself, that is not the mentality you want to have. You want to be able to sell your work so well and talk yourself up so much that they're like, we have to be working with this person. So it's a whole shift on how you see yourself, how you present yourself, and how you come across to your prospective employers. Okay. So opportunities are out there. You got to look for them. You have to believe in yourself. I believe in you. I'm sending you all the best for your search, and I know you'll knock it out of the park. Okay. Much love, and until next time, bye. Employment gaps, you just gotta say you're doing something along the way because they don't want to see you are doing nothing and unambitious with life during the time. So gotta be personal, like another business or something family related, because they want to know you're a good employee. When it comes to recruiting firms, I'd be a little cautious just because they charge a huge fee when they do place someone. And what it looks like is they interview, let's say, a dozen candidates, and they say these are the profiles, and they present them to the company they're working for. And even if they have a couple of people, let's say 3 really excellent candidates, they will interview 10 candidates to show, look at all these people I interviewed and these are the 3 best ones. So I'd be cautious on recruiter interviews because maybe they have their people already and they're just interviewing another 5 to 10 people to show, look at all the people I interviewed. It justifies the amount of money that they charge. Could be an unpopular opinion, but give them a chance, you know. That's all I have to say for now. I hope this helps. Bye.